Hello everyone and welcome back to today's weather video. We are talking about the scorching temperatures that are about to hit the Pacific Northwest this upcoming weekend and lasting for like a whole week. We're talking about temperatures that could be so hot that they could break some all-time heat records in a place that honestly doesn't get that hot that often, and also places in the Pacific Northwest don't have a whole lot of homes that have like air conditioning units. It's kind of like New England and everything. The Pacific Northwest, especially in parts of the western states of Oregon and Washington, if you live out there and everything, it doesn't get very hot. During the summer, you can get up into the 80s, maybe crack 90 once or twice, but it's relatively, kind of just mild to a little bit muggy sometimes. That is going to be blown out of the park this upcoming weekend, because if you live in the state of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, even Northern California, Northern Nevada, this general area is going to be experiencing basically an all-time historic heat wave. How hot is it actually going to get? Well, places like Seattle, Portland, Eugene, Oregon, Medford, Boise, Idaho, a lot of the valleys and everything in between the mountain ridge peaks and everything are going to see temperatures into the triple digits. Yes, we're talking about Seattle here, above 100 degrees, which is like unheard of. Seattle has only had 3 recorded times where the temperature has actually been above 100 since records began. This upcoming weekend and early next week, forecasts are showing that Seattle could actually go above 100 3 times. 3 times during this heat wave. What about Portland, Oregon? Ooh, a little bit hotter. Try like 113, 114, maybe 115. Yeah, extremely hot. And then again, a lot of the valleys and everything under, except everyone here in pretty much the whole area I just mapped out under either excessive heat watch or excessive heat warnings. Again, and this is not going to be a 1 or 2 day event. This is going to be like a week long event. So if you live out there, if you're going to visit out there over the next week and a half, please be mindful that it is going to be downright hot. I mean, it's going to literally feel in Portland like it feels like in Phoenix, Arizona, or Las Vegas, Nevada. I mean, that's how hot we're talking about here. So make sure that you do not go outside for a long period of time. Obviously, stay hydrated, drink as much water, fluids as you can, and make sure you check out on people who may suffer from some any heat-related illness, especially the elderly and very small children. They're the most susceptible ages to basically, die from heat-related illnesses and everything. And make sure you stay in the shade. If you can, try to get to, the ocean. The beaches are not going to be that hot because the Pacific Ocean obviously keeps, the beaches relatively on the cooler side. However, you just go right inland a couple miles and bam, you're going to be in the 90s, 100s over the next several, again, days to basically a week. So that is the main story. And a lot of these cities like Seattle and Portland, Eugene, Medford, Boise, Idaho, a lot of them could actually be breaking their all-time heat records since records began. So we got to get, few degrees above 100 in Seattle, few degrees above 110 in Portland, same I think in Boise, Idaho, but I mean we can definitely get there. But again, it's not going to just be a 1 or 2 day event. It's going to be lasting for at least 5 to 7 days, and there is no rain coming in sight. It's going to be dry, sunny, hot over in the Pacific Northwest. Again, people who live out there, they'll tell you that heat, maybe a little heat here and there, but this heat wave, historic heat wave, is almost nothing like they've ever seen out there at all since records began. So very, very dangerous heat coming your way in the Pacific Northwest. Not only do we have heat there, We also are going to start seeing heat build back into parts of the Mid-South and Mid-Atlantic and Southeast also next week. But I will have another video on that and how hot it could get in some of the cities in the Mid-Atlantic, including DC, in a couple days. Stay tuned and stay safe, please. Thank you.